Hello everybody, welcome to Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. August 8th, 2024, 6:30 p.m. Got to get through this before Jeopardy comes on at 7. And my wife's over yonder. Over
Hi,
this.
everybody.
There she is over there making dinner. Alright. I had Burger King a little earlier, so I'm not super hungry. Shout out to Zion Calling. Liking the Gypsy Queen minis and stuff like that. Vintage oddball cards for responding to my reply to him. Cloudsy, Diver Dave. I got to get back with Diver Dave on the email. But we're going to do some more Gypsy Queen. Now, I don't know if my wife's a Gypsy Queen or not, but she's definitely a queen. You're the Queen Bee, right, babe?
Yeah.
And the Princess Bride?
Yeah.
As you wish.
Thank you.
Alright folks, so what I'm going to move on to, it's not a whole lot of cards. I'm going to show you some of my Gypsy Queen, or I'm going to show you my Gypsy Queen relics, at least the ones that I know of. If I have any more scattered about, I don't know. I don't think so. So we're going to just do some of these. Now these are going to be mostly full size. Alright, so let's get to it. That's hard to believe. A minute and 30 seconds into it. We are going to show you a Hall of Famer right off the bat. The second year of Gypsy Queen. I'm kind of shocked I don't have any from the first year. But there we go. Ozzie Smith. I used to have this in one touch. But then I took him out because I had too many one touches going, and I try to save those for the mini cards, whether they're relics or autographs. So I took those out to use them on Allen and Ginter mostly. Anyhow, so there's Ozzie Smith 2012 Bat Relic card, obviously with Wrigley Field there in the background. You can see the old ivy there. And hey, while you're at it, thanks for everyone who responds and sends a message or whatever. Thank you. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, I guess the eggs are done. Please subscribe, like, leave a message, share this with anyone else, or send them over my way. People that like this kind of stuff. Old style cards, but modern. Alright, Ozzie Smith. Once again, I really like these backs. They're really nice. So, down there. So, I guess they were using codes by then for Gypsy Queen. So, that's pretty cool. So, from 2012, Topps Gypsy Queen Baseball. The relic contained in this card is not from any specific game or event, but it is, you have received a game used relic card. So it is game used at least. It's not just player worn. Alright, I'm going to set that one aside for a minute. That should give you a clue. Alright, next one. This is pretty cool. We've got a little yellowing going on here. Here's a jersey card from Miguel Cabrera. Hey, don't forget to set your setting to 1.25 or 1.5 to get me to sound a little more normal. As you can tell, my voice is still a little weak. Miguel Cabrera for the Tigers. Probably gets in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if they'll make him wait a year because of some of this stuff, but I doubt it. Very likable person. Miguel Cabrera, and most notably winning that Triple Crown, which hadn't been done in a long time, with those bright yellow backs. They're pretty cool. It's good. I like the yellow. I mean, they're kind of ugly, but they're kind of cool. But I like them, like when you're digging through a box, you know immediately, oh, those are Gypsy Queens. So that's pretty cool. Nice, got the little Gypsy Queen there. And I do have some of those original Gypsy Queen short prints that they did. I've showed those before. And they're in my binder with Danica Patrick and all the other ladies. So I'll bring those out at some point. And I also have an employee autograph card on one of the Gypsy King Gypsy Queen cards. Alright, so that's pretty nice. Alright, here we go. So Miguel Cabrera. Pretty nice. Alright, next who do we got here? Unfortunately, these are napkin relics, and as you can see, that one has a little yellowing going on, as opposed to this Helixin. So, put the two next to each other, you can kind of see how it's a little off-white there. Helixin for the Tampa Bay Rays. Game-worn, game-used material, says right down there. So this one is from 2014. Those are nice backs as well. Gypsy Queen, really nice cards. And the good thing about Gypsy Queen too, for the Allen and Ginter haters out there, you don't get the oddball stuff, but I like the oddball stuff. But the other, one of the main draws for Gypsy Queen, which kind of sucks that they're not around, is that you're guaranteed a few autographs per box, and they're on card. But we're not going to do autographs tonight. Maybe we could start doing that tomorrow. Or maybe I'll do the short prints. I don't know. We'll see. Like the numbered bigger cards or variations. You know, like the ones missing, like the nameplates and the different team spellings and stuff like that. But there you go. Jeremy Helixin, a pitcher. Yeah, I've got a nephew named Jeremy. Alright, so what's up, Jeremy? It was my brother's birthday the other day, folks, and I forgot. I don't know why. I always think his birthday is on the 14th, but it's on the 4th. So happy birthday to my brother Kevin. I know he'll never see this, but Casey does. Happy birthday to you. He tells, so I sent him a belated birthday wish, and he's like, I don't want any more birthdays. I don't think he's meant it the way it sounds, but he don't want to celebrate any more birthday. But I think he wants to live to have more birthdays. Alright, this one's pretty nice. So we got Chris Archer. Look at that. Remember Chris Archer? Another name from the past, who was a really good pitcher, and like all pitchers, sometimes they're just like a bottle rocket, and then they kind of flame out for some reason. But Chris Archer, he was dominant for a while there on that kind of powder blue, turquoise blue Rays jersey piece there. So there you go. And that as well is 2014. Alright, now we're going to get the ones I really like. What do I like most of all, folks? I love mini cards, and much like Allen and Ginter, Gypsy Queen also did mini relics, and they would be framed just like that. So they did this for Allen and Ginter, Gypsy Queen, Topps 206, I think Topps 205, the mini framed relics and autographs. So that's why it's in a one-touch, because that's me saying that I prefer mini tobacco cards over these. My own way of thinking, I guess. But there's Elvis Andrus. Look at that beautiful relic there, folks. Nice bright red. Alright, so you received top certified relic card of Elvis Andrus, shortstop. What team's he on here? Is that Cleveland, or might be the Twins? Uh-oh. No, maybe, oh, the Rangers. He's on the Rangers. Doesn't say anywhere on there. But that's super cool. And that is 2014 as well. So pretty sweet, I gotta say it, folks. Anyway, drink. If you're an old-time watcher of old-style classics baseball cards, you'll know what that means. There you go, Ryan Braun. So Mr. Ryan Braun. for the Brew Crew there with the bit of their away jerseys, it looks like. Pretty dominant for a while there, Ryan Braun was. Let's see how people treat Ryan in the future because of some of his issues. 2014 Gypsy Queen Baseball, Ryan Braun. So that's a beauty. Not as beautiful as what I'm looking at over there. Alright, and then here's some interesting ones, folks. So I didn't know what to show you guys next in order. I'm going to show this one first. We'll end on the two big ones. So there we go. We got a landscape version of full-size Relic. And I thought that was super cool, so I left that in one touch because it required a little bit thicker one, I think. It's Mr. Ozzie Smith again from 2016. So there you go, Ozzie Smith. So Hall of Famer again. That's why I set this one aside. So I managed to pull two Ozzie Smiths. Bat relics nonetheless. So that's pretty sweet. Mr. Ozzie Smith, Gypsy Queen Relic -OS. For you St. Louis Cardinals fans and baseball fans in general. Alright, now this one's down a little bit, but at the time, keep in mind this is 2016, folks. So at the time, this was a big, pretty really nice pull. That is the Mike Trout. So did pull Mike Trout something at least. Never pulled an autograph of his. I know they're way down. And then I just recently picked up that OBAC National Mike Trout, like a prospect mini that came from the National. That's pretty sweet, but they're all down right now. He's out for the rest of the year again. I think they announced that yesterday. But still, one of the great players of our current time, like in the last 10 or plus years. Mr. Mike Trout. Piece of his jersey, just a napkin relic, but that's okay. Any Mike Trout's better than no Mike Trout in my book. We got to see him play down there in Anaheim. Alright, folks. Now here's the cool one. Now, this is manufactured, obviously, but it was still one of the bigger hits to get on this 2014 set. And this is the Hometown Flags Gypsy Queen Topps 2014. David Ortiz, so big Poppy. Boston Red Sox. You just received a Hometown Flags card featuring manufactured flag representing Dominican Republic. And look right here, folks. That is card 1 of 5. So this was a huge pull for me. I believe I got this out of the hobby box that they had opened at the store that you could buy packs out of. And I just got lucky and pulled this. And it's a super cool card, and I think that might have been the first card that I pulled that was like that low a number. So I've only seen one other on online. Every now and then I'll look these up to see like what other people are selling them for. But I've only seen one other of the David Ortiz cards. So, and I think at the time that must have been like 8 years ago or however many years ago. Yeah, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. I think that person was asking like $400 or something like that. So that's a super cool card. That's a neat little manufactured relic. Usually manufactured relics isn't as big a deal other than the fact that they're low numbered. So you might like or dislike that card just based on that. But I think it's cool because they only did 5 of them. Now, of course, the other players have these cards as well. I don't know how many are in the set. That's sweet. That's not only a bookend, but it's the beginning of the bookend, so that's always good to have the number 1 in whatever numbered cards you get, or the last one. So that's pretty cool stuff, folks. So there it is. Not a whole lot to show you because, as you can see, if you've looked at any of my old episodes, I've got tons and tons of this kind of stuff from Allen and Ginter, because Allen and Ginter is the one that I prefer. And so I just didn't buy as much Gypsy Queen because I guess I like the weirdo stuff. So Mr. Ozzie Smith. So did pretty good, folks. Alright, well, I want to thank you for watching Old Style Classics baseball cards. And maybe somebody else will want to thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Hey, Lucky.
Come back again.
Alright, I'll definitely come back. Alright, thanks for watching, folks. Setting up the thumbnail, alright? See you later. Bye.